Many thanks to Clash Vanilla servers, Husk RP, Fatal Attraction Squad, CF Tools Cloud, Sovereign RP server, the Stronger community, the Karma Crew servers, Friendly DayZ podcast, DayZ servers, and DayZ servers hosts for making this video possible. Road to Badlands has given us a new contender for best weapon in the game, so I'm going to be breaking down exactly what makes the SCR special, how it performs against the sprayers and the snipers, and why the LAR was just made redundant. The SCR-17 in DayZ is based on the FN SCAR H Mark 17, coming in tan or black in the game, with the colours in this case actually changing the performance of these nearly identical weapons. Now, I'm guessing this is a bug, but the tan version has 300 durability, where the black one has 250, ruining the black one in 394 shots from pristine, where the tan one can fire 432 times before ruining, making the tan version slightly better at reducing jam chance and also more efficient to repair. I believe where it spawns may also be bugged, as it can currently be found at supply crates on Churnerist, where it was slated on stream to only spawn at convoys, so convoys only most likely in the future. Convoys are the only place to get the 20 round mag too, with 8 of them spawning maximum per map, but you do get a 10% extra bonus when you kill one of these new female soldier infected. They only spawn at convoys and you get a 10% chance to have a magazine in their inventory. However, the new desert variant combat backpack has a 20% chance to spawn a mag inside, and so does the CUU jacket and pants, so a 20% chance in all of these items, all found at helis and convoys, so you only really need to go to convoys to get the weapon itself, and you will only find the tan version on Churnerist and Livonia at convoys. Sakau not spawning the tan version is the only map to have the black version, with the same amount of them spawning, so 3 at a maximum, found at dynamic containers, and it's the only location you can get the magazine to, along with Buttstocks, and this is the only location you can get Buttstocks independently of the gun, so Buttstocks don't spawn on other maps, and the precision buttstock only spawns on the gun itself. The standard buttstock, or this one here, is well worth getting. It reduces recoil by 25%, but if you're going to use the SCR for sniping, the precision buttstock will give you 40% less sway. For a weapon of this power and size, the sway and recoil is quite standard, but the stability is what is going to make this a favourite for many in CQB, allowing you to fire as fast as you want to and stay in control. You're not going to get random off to the side shots here. You can stay in control, you can stay on target, and it's also great on corners by being the size of a Lamass. It fires at 600 RPM in full auto mode, semi-auto is the other mode. It delivers 133 health and shock damage per shot at close range, and ranks as the 3rd best weapon for fast damage output, so for damage per second. It excels over range too, capable of killing an unprotected player at 280 meters and unconning them at 570, so quite far, but 570 meters is certainly going to require an optic. Without an optic, its effective range is around 300 meters, as it has fixed zeroing at just 25 meters. You can't change this, meaning you will need one of these to take it further, apart from the backup iron sights here, which only serves to reduce your visibility slightly. When you attach any other optical attachment, the iron sights will automatically fold down to not block your view. This is so cool to see. I've not seen it in DayZ before, and with the long range optics you can take this to around 900 meters before bullet dispersion becomes an issue, and is ranked as the 8th best weapon for sniping in DayZ when you consider just damage, probably due to it firing 308 rounds. Due to its awesome power, it can be heard at 3,000 meters away or 150 with a bottle suppressor. So yes, it allows a bottle suppressor, it ruins it in 3 shots, and no, it does not allow a metal suppressor attachment, with the only other attachments being the flashlight and the ghillie weapon wrap as seen here. Compared to all the good snipers, it lacks in accuracy and damage, and compared to the best CQB weapons, it lacks in burst damage and mag capacity, so the SCR, like the LAR, is kind of a middle ground weapon, capable of outperforming most weapons in DayZ from 50 to 600 meters, but also being a great option to rush or snipe with. Compared to its most similar weapon, which I'm guessing most of you know, it's the LAR, it makes it completely irrelevant in DayZ, and every single aspect of the LAR is redundant now if you have an optic attached to the SCR. It's basically the little brother of the SCR now, so I don't need to compare them. You can see these bars jumping from left to right here. This is all you need, and this doesn't even consider that the LAR is much harder to find. Overall, the SCR ranks as the 3rd best weapon in DayZ statistically, and has replaced the LAR as my favourite weapon, as I'm kind of a one weapon guy, and I love how versatile the SCR is in any situation. You're basically ready for any encounter with this in your hands, with the ones that survive oftentimes being the ones that are most prepared, and this weapon prepares you. Let me know your take on the SCR. It will be on the website in a few weeks when this patch goes stable, hopefully. Thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a good day.